It's a tremendous pleasure to be highlighting Lunar New Year right now. The Year of the Tiger is very auspicious because it's going to take bravery and strength to get through these remaining months of the pandemic. And that's something that Canadians have shown, but particularly the Chinese Canadian community has shown over what has been a few very difficult years, whether it was small businesses stepping up or frontline health workers from the Chinese Canadian community, or just regular citizens being there for each other and supporting each other. It has been extraordinary to see the way people have come together, and that's what we're going to stay focused on. So as we celebrate the new year, we're all disappointed we have to celebrate virtually again, but at the same time, we're knowing that we are strong because we hold together, and celebrating the Year of the Tiger will be a good one for the Chinese Canadian community and all communities celebrating. So I'm happy to say 新年快乐, 新年快乐.
Yeah, thank you. And Canada-China relations last year was kind of difficult, to say the least. How would you describe the state of Canada-China relations at this moment and into the new year?
Well, I think everyone understands there are areas in which we need to work together with China. I think of climate change, for example, which is going to require global solutions that we all need to continue to work together. Then, of course, in the economic realm, we'll be working to try and create opportunities for our businesses, deepening trade ties in a way that reinforces our own values, but also our opportunities. But there are also areas in which we're going to have to be very clear that we're going to challenge China on human rights, on respect for freedoms. These are things where we have significant disagreements. So the relationship is going to be complex and important, as it always is. But we're going to stay true to our values and continue to stand up for Canadians every step of the way.
Canada joined our allies to diplomatic boycott Beijing Winter Olympics. Do you think that it's a step back to rebuilding the relation?
I think the Olympics are a time for us to focus on athletes. As you well know, Canadian Winter Olympic athletes are among the best in the world, and we're all very, very excited to be able to cheer them on and support them as they bring home the gold for Canada. So as we look at the Olympics, it's a time to really focus on supporting and cheering for our athletes, and that's certainly what I'll be doing.
On technology front, Chinese ambassador has warned in December in reaction to a possible Huawei decision that Canada will have the price to pay. Are you concerned about the tone of this message, and are you concerned already for the possible economic or financial fallout?
Canadians know that we do have to make sure that Canadians are prosper and businesses can have access to technologies. But at the same time, all Canadians understand that it's important to protect our national security. And as we move forward with any decision, we will make sure we're putting the safety of Canadians, of our businesses, at the forefront of everything we do.
When can we expect the decision? It's been like months.
Our intelligence officials and public officials are working very hard towards making a decision.
Okay, so one last question from me on special pathways for Hong Kong residents to immigrate to Canada. According to IRCC, there are just thousands of applicants being received so far, which is way less than the previous influx. For example, the one in 1997. So are you considering more measures to show our support to Hong Kong?
Well, I think the measures that we put forward are very strong. We've indicated that as we did around 97, we are very open to accepting families from Hong Kong, immigrants who want to build lives for themselves in Canada. And the example of the extraordinarily strong Chinese Canadian community that has been here for generations, but that had such a tremendous influx in the late 90s and has demonstrated such success in Canada and contributed to Canada's success means that Canada will be there for anyone choosing to leave Hong Kong and build a better future for themselves.
Okay, got it. So, on behalf of OMNI, I wish you and your family a very happy Lunar New Year. So what do you think is the best challenge for you during this new year?
Well, you know what? There's so many challenges this year, whether it's getting through COVID or supporting families and making sure that Canadians stay strong and know that we have their backs. And we will continue to do that as we make sure that all Canadians are successful through these difficult times. And that's why it's just such a pleasure to be joining with you and wishing all your OMNI viewers a happy Lunar New Year. 新年快乐，新年快乐。